Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of me watching some old school kickboxing fights and you guys watch along with me. I don't know, we don't have a name for the series or anything like that, but I just give you my commentary on these really fun old kickboxing fights. You get to see a whole range of skills that you don't really get a lot in modern kickboxing and MMA, and usually they're pretty fun and exciting. So, anyways, let's get into it. I got a bunch of fights that we're going to watch the whole thing through. A little bit of pause in here and there. Maybe we'll watch some stuff back, but for the most part, we're just going to watch the fights and talk about it as we go. First one here, Ross Scott versus John Jackson. Let's just jump into it.
Ross Scott and Big John Jackson vie for control of center ring. Larry Black.
I was going to watch these fights beforehand, but I haven't watched any of them. And I just found about this guy, Ross Scott, and he has kind of like a interesting... Wait a second. That lead round kick, man, it's snappy. And these guys are super heavyweights. They're pretty big. Yeah, it's a big dude. Yeah, that wasn't too hard for him. And then the bell? Why the bell? A bit early on that.
Something must have fallen on the bell. They thought it was sounding the end of the round. We're just seconds into the round.
Okay, that's kind of weird. They rung the bell by accident. It looks like this Ross guy, mullet, blonde, black, or white guy, the white guy. He's just kind of swinging. Doesn't really have a lot of technique. I've heard that he has a ton of power, which he kind of just has that look to him. Just looks like he can crack. Maybe okay boxing, tight on the inside. Doesn't seem to have any active or intelligent defense. Just kind of like moves in and hopes that he doesn't get hit. The other guy not so bad though. Oh, tight hook on the inside. Wow, back and forth, first round, not bad. Got me impressed. Yeah, Ross looks like they just pulled him right out of the crowd. And they're like, just jump into it, why not? I can almost guarantee that's his story. When I first found out about him, it just said street fighter to kickboxing champion. And he has that look. Not bad. Let's turn it down a bit, though. Good scrap. Good scrap. Good back and forth. Fun fight to watch. Not the most technical thing I've ever seen. Let's watch that. It was a rear round kick. Love they wear the karate belts. He had no idea that was coming whatsoever. He was just, I don't know what he was thinking about, but he did not see those legs coming up. This guy seems pretty good. He moves well.
This is later on in the round as we were listening in to John Jackson's corner.
How's he sneak that hook in? Super tight. Yeah, it was just as he's leaning away, he kind of brought his chin up as he created space. Makes it easy to punch someone in the head if you're doing that. Oh, shit, he can kick to the head, too. He's got a good jab, though. Jackson. Really good job. Keeps pumping that out. Do a lot better as the rounds go on. I guarantee that's what the corner told him. Just keep pumping out that jab.
We've seen that look before.
These kickboxers a lot when they throw their kicks, they sort of just like dump them forward. At least the kickboxers who don't have like much of a focus on kicking in their fighting. They don't really do anything thoughtful with them when they put them down. Oh. Just kind of drop them. Yeah, Ross looks like he can take a punch. And he is. He doesn't even look gassed, though. Ooh, standing 8. Rather, he doesn't look gassed, but he doesn't look that wrung. Like bell rung. Oof. Oh, you're done. There's no way he can come back from that. Let's watch that again. Just want to see that knockdown. Apparently, we're only halfway through the fight here. Classic. Steps in. Lead front kick, and then just falls right into his cross. Ross didn't even see it coming. He looks 10 years older. He's still in it, though. Hey, still swinging. He just doesn't give a shit about his defense. Just going to keep swinging and hoping. Oh, my God. Block something for me, Ross. 5 seconds left. Is he making it through the round? Is he making it through? He's making it through the round. I didn't think it was going to happen. Damn. He's tough. That was actually a pretty clean slip. Just double that back. That was a perfect slip. He's a really good boxer, actually. Just too reckless, right? He needs to care about getting hit more. Whoa. See, that's a good head movement. Watch, he's reading it as he comes in. Boom. He's gone. That is pretty damn good head movement. I would not have expected that out of him. When you're watching it in slow motion, he kind of looks technical. Oh. Oh, his eyes like half swollen shut. I don't think there's any chance he's winning this. He seems like he's got a puncher's chance. He might just throw one out there and crack him, but he is anything. I don't know. I don't want to say he's not technical because he's having like those little moments where it comes out, but in comparison to Jackson, it doesn't even seem close in terms of skill level. He looks like a punching bag. Oof. Third round. Oy. Oh, you're done.
Got hurt from a right hand. He turned his back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Parker Shelton telling Ross Scott
They're going to call it. He's going to get hit 1 too many times. But Jackson's pretty dynamic. Right, he's flowing the hands and the feet pretty good together. He's starting and finishing with kicks. He's strong on the inside. Right, he got cracked pretty hard, but he's kept coming back. Clean 1-2. Yeah, starting with the kicks, finishing with the kicks. Hail Mary spinning back kick there from Scott. I don't like laughing at the guy's pain, but oh. Looks like Jackson's getting tired. He's still in it. 15 seconds left.
Jackson with a drop of blood on his lip, but he definitely is in control of this fight. A little cut beginning on open.
He is still. Oh.
Scott is down. I don't think he'll get up.
That's. You got to call it. How many 8 counts have they done? It's like the 5th 8 count. Thank God. Yeah, we got to see that one in slow motion. I kept thinking, like, what if? What if Scott just leans over, lands that big overhand, just knocks him out cold? I feel like that was his only chance. Yeah, let's watch this slow-mo. I think it was an intercepting cross. No, we're kind of at a weird angle. Kicks up in the air. Jab right down the pipe. Oh. Damn. That was head snapping. Oh. Shit. That was a clean jab. Look at the speed on it, even in slow motion. Snapping that jaw around. Sat him down. Damn, Jackson. Pretty technical. Good fight. Fun fight. All right, I'm impressed. That was a good one. First one we got there. We got 3 more. Let's keep clicking through them. All right, we got Cliff Thomas versus Dave Johnston. I saw a bit of this guy's highlight reel, and I thought it'd be fun to watch him. He seemed like a pretty exciting striker and a complete nerd.
2 draws, 16 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, he's number 3 world-ranked lightweight in kickboxing. Please welcome Dave Johnston.
Again, I haven't watched any of these fights. Just a bit of this guy's highlights. I don't even know if he wins this.
And in the red corner, another Southwesterner from El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
31 years old, 5 feet
Cliff
11
Thomas.
inches tall, weighs 141 pounds.
He had a good build.
And a record of 39 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws.
You have no idea how hard it is to find any actual record of these guys' record, their wins and losses. I don't know where the hell that it's being kept, how they verified their wins and losses at all. But half the time I look them up, and like they have one verified fight. Most of them have like no Wikipedia or online presence whatsoever on any website.
Right here, Cliff, please. Right here, fine.
All right, let's watch through it.
I
love the refs and the karate geese. Come on. That is hilarious. Just commands respect.
Touch gloves, good luck to both of you.
John, obviously a thing that we're going to look for here is the kicks of Davey Johnston. All 18 of his
Okay,
KOs, 16
let's see
of
who
his,
we got.
KOs have been by the kick.
Blue
What about
pants
Magic
versus
Thomas?
black
What are we looking for
pants.
from him?
Well, I think he'll work
Featherweight
in
belt,
and try to put,
leaving our
Dave
super
Johnston in the
heavyweights
ropes,
behind.
Work his hands on him. Cliff is real strong to the body. He
Featherweight
really works the
MMA
body
standard
hard. He'll
featherweight.
throw kicks to the body. He'll throw a lot of hooks to the body.
141.
I think he'll just try to wear him down, thinking
They
that
both
I'm
look like good
stronger,
athletes.
I'm bigger.
Bow of respect.
This is for the World Light Welterweight Championship.
I think Dave Johnston has a kung fu background. Not sure about the other guy.
Certainly caught, and Davey Johnston in the blue, Magic Thomas. Cliff Magic Thomas in the black.
See, go damn.
Kick by Davey Johnston, as we said, very quick.
He can
very
sneak
flashy
those
kicks.
things in. He's got that really bladed stance. Looks like he's ready to spin the entire time. The boxing from,
And that's what you were
what do they
saying
say, Dave Magic? Something Magic. Just call him Black and Blue.
And that's going to make it a little tougher for him.
Black looks like he has better boxing right off the bat. Yeah, quick kicks. Strong spins.
That spinning back kick by Davey Johnston landed solidly into the
I wonder where he's going to go for the follow-up after that. Right, he's setting it up over and over again. He's going to feint something with it, and then, okay, they can both spin. But he's going to fake something with it and follow up. Right, take advantage of an opening that he's creating. Oh, okay, so he went wheel kick that time.
Davey Johnston's trying to throw that kick, and Cliff gets in there too tight on him.
Yeah, if he slides in on that spin kick like that, as long as Dave Johnston throws it like a spin hook
Nice.
kick, he'll be okay.
He is not comfortable in the boxing range. He wants to kick the whole time.
Spinning thrust kick, he can catch Thomas on the way in.
Left hand underneath there by Cliff Thomas. That kick blocked, but Thomas did land a good left in that exchange.
He's got good legs.
No, don't hold. 15 seconds left in round number 1. A good left hand uppercut there from Davey Johnston. And as we
He's
wind
just
down
missing by an
this
inch
round,
every time he
we'll
throws
come
it,
back for
though.
round 2 on score after this.
This is a close fight. Right off the bat,
Well,
right?
we are back here at the High Sierra Casino Resort and Hotel, and John, it is
Sort of
looking
similar
like
styles.
Davey Johnston
You know,
is
he's
the third
obviously
amount of
more
pain
kick
there.
heavy,
And
but they're
we're not
both
sure
going for
why.
like
You
those
respect
really
Davey.
snappy
It
spinning
looked to me
back
like it was
kicks,
his left
spinning
hand. It looked
wheel
like he was
kicks.
really wincing with
But
pain
so
with
many of
his
these
left hand.
fights
I
from
don't
the
know if he
80s,
caught on
that's
the top of
all they
Thomas's
throw.
head, but he obviously
Especially these
real
smaller
pain
weight
over there. For
classes
some
where they're
reason,
quick.
Bill Packer working with him in the corner,
Like
they're
these
trying to
spin
calm him
kicks,
down,
they're
telling him,
like
"Look,
quick
go
on
ahead,
them
go out there, use
every
what you
single
got left."
time, every fight.
One of the first kicks of the fight right here. David Johnston spin hook. Back thrust.
Close.
Thomas right up under the chin.
Stay back.
Nice kick.
But immediately back to stance, right? He's not lazy at all, and that's what makes him a better kicker than a lot of the other kickboxers. It's how you put it down after you throw it. All right, are you ready for whatever's next? That's what's going to determine
Nice
it.
jab on that, but again, fighting with his right hand forward, John, a hand that he would use more, you would think.
Bit slappy on his defense, but good footwork.
Cliff Thomas there, an accidental low blow. John,
That
a
was
hand
a bit
that he would
weird.
use more, you would think.
He's a bit slappy, but that was good footwork there. It's okay, accident. Let it go.
I mentioned at the outset that both of these fighters are two of the top gentlemen in this sport. Neither guy would ever purposely throw any foul techniques or any low kicks.
And you almost wish these two guys would fight in different weight divisions because they would both be absolutely great representatives.
Moving quick, but they're not giving too much to chat about.
Cliff Thomas, the second of two that he fired out.
Going for that spinning back kick to come back with the spinning back fist on the other side.
The line, the angle on that kick.
Potential follow-up. If you're going to try to crash on these kicks, well, you got to go for something a little bit more mid-range, so it'll be a bit spinning back fist because they're not allowed elbows. It's a smart follow-up, prevent them from crashing every single time. Give it something else to think about.
Davey Johnston, I'm not sure that I've seen the pain that we thought Dave Johnston was in, although now there we just saw a little bit of a wince, and I'm not sure why.
It may be a knee or a hamstring.
This is the most spins I've ever seen in a fight.
Because he throws a good left hand there. Didn't see that hurt.
Work out. Your hands are free. Work out.
Good kick into the belly by Cliff Thomas as well in there. We did see a wince of pain on Davey Johnston's face, and it was on, and now he seems to be working up and down on that right foot as though.
You got to close the distance on him. You can't give him space to spin. And he's doing a good job of doing it. Being on top of Johnston the whole time. Well, he's clearly a better boxer than him. If you give him any space at all, he's going to start spinning. He's dangerous there. Whoop.
Hey, Darren, that light's screwing up there.
Oh, he's puking.
You want me to stop it? Huh? You want me to stop it? No, I don't. All right. Huh? You want me to stop it? No, I don't. All right. Just think on a positive sense. Just relax, buddy.
Obviously some problem.
Relax.
I can't kick with my left hand.
Can't kick with your left either?
It's got to be a knee or a hamstring.
Pressure on this sucker.
Use front kick. Have to go out the front kick. Start leading with straight left hands. He's still carrying that right hand right down here. Okay. Blowing her.
Well, you know, you have to admit, he said he can't kick with his left foot. You have to admit that takes a little bit of courage. He said he couldn't kick with the left or the right. I'm wondering if maybe it's a groin pull.
That's what I'm thinking is maybe a muscle pull because if he's having trouble.
Why did he start puking?
Throwing the right leg, if the left hamstring has gone out on him.
Just out of pain?
It'd be painful for him.
Absolutely.
And the left would be almost impossible.
Well,
seems like he's kicking okay.
Comes down off balance off that spin kick right there. Obviously,
He said he can't kick with his left. That's his right.
And then again,
No, that was his left.
what can we say?
It was just a spin.
Tremendous amount of courage here being shown by Davey Johnston as
he's a great fighter and he's been a great champion. It's a shame for him to be having this problem. That left leg is really bothering him.
he's hurt. And there's just no two ways about it. How do you have it scored so far, John?
I gave the last round to Cliff Thomas on 10-9, so I've got him now ahead by a half point, 19.5 to 19.
And if
So funny the way they do the point scoring. I got him ahead by a half point. What's the point of the points? You're going to award half of one.
And as you can see now, when he backs up, you can see that his left leg is hurting him badly.
That's their own perspective, but still.
He's looking to his corner now.
Nope.
He really doesn't want it. They're going to call that a slip. But
Hurt? Slip?
He's saying
He's done.
It's over. Yeah, that's the only thing to do.
Damn, that's disappointing.
So much that courage will do for
All
him.
right, second fight,
And
not as
the
good.
bottom line is, You can only hurt yourself further in this situation. And
Not the way you
and
want
on
it
the
to
one
go.
hand, you know,
But hey,
you
that's
hate
what I
to see
get.
some kind of a fit or the whatever.
All right.
Else is gonna-
Told you guys I wasn't going to watch them.
Great shot there by our cameraman.
There's some really cool
Pain,
spinning
it was obvious
techniques
that he
there.
was hurting.
In
So-
just below the knee. A great shot there by our cameraman. And
Well, it looks like he's had that knee wrapped. I bet you
Yeah.
anything that he's had some previous trouble with the knee and just maybe went
That's
out in
funny,
that first
eh?
round.
Since
because
they're
when he
wearing
came
the
back after
kickboxing
first round,
pants, they
he
don't
was in real
show
pain. It was obvious that he was hurting.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell from what, but that's what we have. It's a bad knee.
potential knee injuries that they're
We'll come
having.
back and see. Well, once again, we're in for
Well, that's disappointing, but hey, on to the
and,
next one.
then,
That's why we got more fights to watch.
Davey Johnston is in losing. If these are two great competitors,
Cliff
great
Thomas.
fighters,
Okay, not
this is
bad.
not the way either one of them wanted this fight to go. John Worley is standing up in the ring
All
with
right.
both fighters right now.
Next
two of the
one.
great gentlemen.
We got one of the most famous kickboxers of all times, superfoot Bill Wallace. Who's he fighting again? We missed that. Versus Echollas. 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 We'll see. But yeah, Bill Wallace, 1976. Old school. That's what we're coming here for, though. Superfoot. So far, not the best fights we've watched on the channel. Make sure you check out my other playlist of fight commentary. Watch some really, really fun fights there and break them down. Watch them in slow motion.
That karate has ever seen.
Straight out of the 70s. Let's see it.
Great championship fight.
Just so interesting to see how
Fabulous champion, one of the greatest kickers of all time. You watch that
things
left leg,
evolve
left hand of Bill Wallace. He uses that leg
as
so
fights
quickly,
go
he'll
on.
pick it up and he'll throw 3 or 4 or 5 kicks. He'll kick from one side of the head, come
Hey,
back
you
to
got a
the other side,
female
never
ref.
drop the leg.
It's
Uses it
progressive.
Very effectively. It's very defensive. Very difficult to get past that leg, and he is a brilliant, brilliant fighter. Echollas was warned for stepping out of the red and into the black. And of course, 2 warnings.
An
and a
odd start.
disqualification. Something wrong with the glove on his right hand, checking the equipment. Jim Harrison, owner of a chain of karate schools in Kansas City, Missouri. Fabulous champion, former light heavyweight.
Oh.
Champion, the referee of this bout.
So you
Fabulous
time that.
champion,
That's
former-
actually sort of interesting and even relevant to today in MMA and kickboxing. The way that Bill is bouncing there, he timed the bounce on the way in.
schools in Kansas City,
Let's
Missouri.
watch that again. Right, he's bouncing his way
Champion,
in
former
forwards,
light
and you can
heavyweight
tell just about when he's going to
The
close the
referee of this
distance.
bout.
That's his opponent time that cross, that right hand.
Already have been raised on the heavily muscular upper torso of the champion, Bill Superfoot Wallace. Fast Billy. Well, both fighters, Tom, hit very hard. They both have the ability to knock each other out.
So I think this is the oldest fight that we've watched on the channel,
Leave the ring tonight undefeated.
mid-70s.
Spinning crescent kick, but it was low. Illegal
But their
kick was not
boxing
allowed in this
technique
particular
is
competition to kick below the waist. In some competitions, yes, but not
super
in this one.
poor
Remember the minimum
compared
kick
to the
required
guys in
to
the
win, of course, in this championship bout.
80s
Man must
and
have
90s
6
even.
kicks minimum in each round. They say that Wallace is so quick he could probably kick you 5 times in just a handful of seconds. Jim Echollas, one on the left of the screen, the challenger, wants to be an attorney, Tom.
What keeps happening? Oh, let's get to the fight.
State University. When he finishes his professional fighting career, he wants to be an attorney. Spinning kick, and he's dangerously close to being off the edge of the mat, and he is. And he's warned again.
Yeah, their boxing technique is
Jim
just
Echollas, who doesn't
swinging.
seem to like that too well and shakes his head just a bit. Referee is Jim Harrison.
Right? And
Harrison gave Echollas a warning.
how they're thoughtfully setting up their kicking technique,
First round is one of kind of cautious feeling.
or
out
rather,
between the two men.
better way to say
9
that.
round,
They're not thoughtfully
contact
setting up their
professional karate
kicks
middleweight championship bout.
into
That
their
is
boxing
Jim,
techniques.
J.E.M. Echollas. On the right of your
Seems like
screen,
it's
the
much
champion
more
Bill
separate
Wallace
than the more,
from Memphis, Tennessee.
not even modern, but the later full contact karate, kickboxing. Right, the guys in the 90s were so good at flowing in between punches and kicks. Well, just watching these two, I know Bill Wallace is considered one of the best ever, or at least maybe one of the most influential and important fighters. And I guarantee he improved because this is one of his earlier fights. He's got quick feet.
Having stepped off the ring mat surface and into the black, so to speak, and Echollas and his corner did not appreciate it.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. I mean, that's kind of more of that modern style I'm trying to break down for you guys. All right, snapping up that lead high kick, lead round kick to the head, then flowing right into his boxing techniques. But then he comes out like that. Mind you, this is still like almost a brand new sport at this point. You know, this full contact karate.
It happens so quickly that people don't believe the speed, and he is brilliant. But the power is there. He scores with the left, comes back with the left. Wallace scoring with 2 quick left hands.
There's still so much to learn and develop from this point. Oh.
We've got about 35 seconds remaining in round
Hopefully they
2.
figured out the gloves. Figured they'd have at least that down, a glove that stays on your hand. Okay.
Fight now continues, and Echollas.
Kind of like classic blitzing karate. Giving them a rush while timing your feet and your hands together. Echollas is done, dude. He doesn't want it to be done. He is out. Let's see if we can see anything interesting in that footwork there. It's going through too quickly. Turn it down maybe a bit. I don't want to listen to it. Blocks. Yeah, there's just not like an intelligent, developed strategy in this fighting. All right, it just seemed kind of like the better athlete won, which is more or less what you expect. But I mean, just like athletic ability in general. Right, he's like a stronger, bigger, faster guy, and that's why he won. Not necessarily because his technique was so much better than the other guys. Maybe if they worked. If he had a better strategy going in, he could have done a bit better. But yeah, not so much with that. So let's skip forward. Yeah. All right, let's keep trucking along. We got one more to watch. This was the most viewed one, 360 views. I'm sorry, let's read the names again. Jerry Rhome versus Don Neilsen. Fun fact about Don Neilsen, he participated in one of the first MMA fights, basically, of all time, right, against Ken Shamrock in the early days when they're trying to put kickboxers against, shoot wrestlers or whatever else. But that happened in Japan. Pretty interesting. I watched it. He was submitted in like 20 seconds in the first round. He was wearing boxing gloves. Ken Shamrock was bare knuckle. But anyways, let's watch this.
Something to prove is just what we talk about in this profile of him.
Knockout specialist Don Nakaya Neilsen has moved up a weight division
Don
to get his
Nakaya
chance for a U.S. title. July 1983, Milwaukee,
highlights.
Wisconsin. Neilsen, who is known for his powerful kicks, has 13 wins and 13 knockouts to his credit. In his first appearance on ESPN,
Okay.
Neilsen
He's
was
a
off to
finisher.
great start
It's
in
good
the
to hear.
opening moments of his bout with top
Again, same
contender
thing. I
Tom
watched a
Hall
bit
in
of his
Milwaukee.
highlights, and I was like, okay.
In the second round, Neilsen was forced through the ropes, where he fell head first to the floor. Although
Damn.
not seriously injured, Neilsen was unable to continue, causing him to miss a great opportunity against Hall.
It's a pretty shit way to lose. We got
Neilsen is
clipped.
none too happy about the Milwaukee incident.
Oh.
In Milwaukee, there was an unfortunate accident with Tom Hall. When I fought Tom Hall, I was whooping him pretty good, and then he pushed me through the ropes at the end of the second round.
We got
so I
clipped.
think the public was disappointed that they didn't really get to see me fight to my full potential because I was whooping him at the time. Tonight will be a different story. I didn't come to Atlanta to fight Jerry Rhome. I came to Atlanta to take the United States heavyweight title back to L.A. with me.
The officials for this
Get it,
round
buddy.
are score kick judges are 6 feet 3 inches
Don
tall,
Nakaya
and
Neilsen,
weighing in at
24, young guy.
193 pounds. He has a
6'3",
karate
195,
record of 13
193.
wins, 3 losses, and no draws, with all 13 of his
I like
wins
seeing the
by
100% finish rate. It's giving me hope for watching this fight. We got Jay Rhome, 29, 6'2", big guys. 27-2, 19 KO. Another high finisher.
There are those that really believe that the crowd will aid Jerry Rhome greatly in this bout, that he is driven by this crowd.
I think this is his home turf. That's what they're saying. Atlanta, right? He's out of Georgia. Let's see it.
He doesn't have time for mistakes. Don Neilsen, younger, is looking at this as a great opportunity for him.
Neilsen is considered a power kicker, kind of guy that wants to go in and take his man out early.
These guys both got great footwork right off the bat, the way they move.
He's had great success with that type of fighting. You know, he's got 13 knockouts out of 13.
Quick legs.
Jerry Rhome would be quick to point out that of his 25
They are good
wins,
kickers.
19 of those have been KOs. So he too
Man, I'm loving both of their technique.
and kicks. Rhome in red, Neilsen in blue.
I feel like Neilsen's going to be the better boxer, though. And that might be the difference, because their kicking seems sort of even. Maybe a little bit on Rhome. Just looks a little quicker. A bit more dynamic based on what he's thrown so far. But the way that Neilsen keeps throwing that cross right off of his kicks, right? Very classic kickboxing, using your kicks to set up your punches.
Jerry Rhome handled it very well. Rhome sticking in some good stiff side kicks to take away a little of that left aggressiveness of Don Neilsen.
Neilsen's one of those
Yeah, love both their styles. But you see that kind of bouncing, throwing his hands around from Rhome. That was clean. Yeah, same thing that I just mentioned. And he's trying to plant and catch him, all right, instead of what he was doing before, being a little bit more defensive. He's trying to catch him as he's coming in. But he got clipped first. That wasn't a slip. That was a knockdown, 100%.
It should have been a call to knockdown.
I don't believe it. Perhaps it was. Nope, I think they ruled it a slip.
Didn't give him a count.
100% knockdown.
He caught Jerry Rhome flush with the left hand. Left round kick, left hand.
Again, yeah, but he's trying to get smart and check hook him. So, see, the second time when he tried it there.
Give him a count, but it sure looked like a knockdown to me. He caught Jerry Rhome flush with the left hand.
All right, when Neilsen goes for that round kick to set up his cross, Rhome is check hooking. He's stepping out with his lead foot. All right, taking a bit of an angle to get off the center line so he's not going to be right there to get hit with that cross. And you can see the difference based on that in the first one, right? That's really smart. It's good real-time strategy, adjusting to the techniques that Neilsen's throwing at him. It's going to force Neilsen to adjust, and they're both going to get better from it as the fight goes on. Do something a little bit more creative and bring some different techniques out of them. Because Neilsen was steady throwing that round kick and snapping off his cross right behind it. These guys are good. This is a great matchup right off the bat.
Because Neilsen lost the balance. He too hit the canvas. You have to wonder if that took it away from him a bit. Took an angle away from him or confused him somewhat.
In the corner, Asa Gordon is telling him, yeah, he won the round.
Similar styles.
I couldn't agree with that.
But again, I think Neilsen's boxing is what's going to take him away as the fight goes on.
They're trying to build him up here.
Because what you're doing when you're keeping that hand up there, you're dropping it with the big roundhouse kick, and then what's happening is he's coming over the top with a strike. Okay.
See what I said.
Roundhouse kick, and then what's happening is he's coming over the top with a strike. Okay.
We'll see a better look at this and see if in fact there was a slip.
I love they double up with those high kicks.
To the shoulder, and then the left hand that hit pretty solidly.
That was a
Maybe
knockdown.
Jerry Rhome was off balance as he went back there. That's a pretty good call. Maybe Bill Clark saw that a little closer than I did.
That left hit flush on the chin of Jerry Rhome.
I love how they both come
That
out
left hit flush
as they run into each
on the
other's
chin
kicks. That's
of
amazing.
Jerry Rhome.
They both want this.
Kick by Rhome, dazed. Neilsen here at the outset of round number 2.
Rhome certainly did get back in this fight with that round kick. He surely did. That one caught
So
him
he
flush
pissed
on.
himself.
Neilsen seems to still be just a little bit shaken from that.
Got him right on the cheek.
Oh, that was a question mark kick. You know what's funny? I haven't seen those
Got
yet.
him right on the cheek.
That was a beautifully executed question mark kick from Rhome.
Shaken from that.
Got him right on the cheek.
Cool. But again, like I was saying, it's going to bring more interesting techniques out of them. If they're right on the same playing field, they got to start to differentiate themselves as the fight goes on.
I think Neilsen's got a little more respect for Jerry Rhome right now than he did after the first round.
Jerry
It's true.
Rhome's wife, Sandra, just gave birth to a baby girl. Kimberly is just 2 weeks old.
Nice defensive sidekick. Jerry Rhome
They
now
both
starting
got
to-
quick feet.
starting to fight a little smarter here, and then he's a very smart fighter. It doesn't take him long to pick things out.
Left by Neilsen landed. A counter
Wow.
right by Rhome that just missed.
Rhome is starting to side kick with his front legs when Neilsen starts.
Rhome's starting to look really comfortable.
Which will kind of take away those kicks. There's a low kick.
Low kick.
By Neilsen. Will receive a warning.
Yeah, not allowed. Not in full contact.
Of course, by Neilsen.
Kind of take away those kicks
That
with
was
his front legs when
100%
Neilsen starts to turn
illegal
from
in
his
this sport.
backside, which will kind of take away those kicks. There's a low kick.
Low blow by Neilsen. Will receive a warning.
Yeah. That should be like an instant point. That was completely intentional.
For the low kick.
That's a fucking dick move. He knows he gets one.
Aggressor in round number 2.
First spin technique.
Second warning.
He should have took a point on the first one because it was so blatantly intentional.
Very dangerous to throw kicks down around the knees.
If something's not intentional, don't take a point. That makes sense, right? If it's an accident. But if they do it on purpose, it should be instant point deduction. Nice. Little feint to set that up. Watch that. Right. Kind of gave a little shake of his lead hand, maybe sort of feinting something down the middle. Short lead hook. And followed up with his cross behind it. Touched him. Nice follow-up cross, too. Let's watch that. Boom. Yeah, the way he shifted in to throw that. Love it. This is a great fight. Oh! Whoa! Let's watch that combination again. Let's slow it down even. Sorry, this one is way more fun than the other fights we were watching. Hook kick right into the face. Wow. That was awesome. They're cutting it close. Neilsen, though, I don't know. I don't like cheaters, and that was so blatant cheating. No kicking the legs. Don't kick the legs. What's going on here? A commercial.
Here in round 2, a couple of low blows registered by Neilsen and a couple of warnings.
Right there, Neilsen just turns right around and catches Jerry Rhome right on the thigh. He wasn't hurt. Once again, Rhome comes out and opens up round 3 with that back round kick, hoping to catch Neilsen napping like he did in the second round.
Round 1, you'd have to give. There's a right by Neilsen that connects perhaps another slip. How do you score it at this point? It clearly was Nielsen's first round, and
Yeah.
the second round belonging to
Neilsen,
Rhome.
first round. Second round's got to be
I
Rhome.
have it 19-19 after 2 rounds. It's been a fairly close fight with a little bit of back and forth. Both guys, I think, have hurt the other guys on occasion already.
It's sort of a roller coaster ride. That left round kick.
Oh, nice.
Beautifully by Rhome, and then he came back.
What's good about Rhome is he's not giving Neilsen any free shots. If he ends up landing something, Neilsen basically is getting hit right after that every time. If he misses, like, Rhome will kind of let it go. But soon as Neilsen lands, Rhome starts firing off shots. He doesn't wait for anything.
Jerry Rhome eat that left hand. There it is.
That's a good check hook, too.
Make Jerry Rhome eat that left
I'm getting
hand.
more and more impressed with this Rhome. I never even heard of him. All right, just as he's coming in, popping off that hook. This is a good fight. Timing him when he comes in. He knows when to take space and when to give it. All right, that time he kind of planted, let Neilsen run into the strike. He's really finding his rhythm. Check hook again, just moving off. He's dynamic. He's intelligent with his strategy.
Nakaya Neilsen, nice combination there. Good exchange for both fighters.
Well, they both just unloaded on each other that time.
Gotta stop watching just one guy and watch the fight as a whole. Aye.
Jerry Rhome blinking a little bit with that left eye. Starting to get a little
Side kick.
Carries hands a little bit low.
Yeah, Rhome's starting to find those shots as Neilsen's trying to close the distance.
Well, you got to give Nakaya Neilsen at least.
Well, it's going to make him hesitate a little bit more when he tries to blitz in. A lot of these karate guys, that's all they know is how to like really close the distance. And he has good kickboxing, but Neilsen has really good kickboxing, right? He flows really well between his punches and his kicks. He's snappy. He looks very athletic when he moves. But the way that Rhome's moving, it looks like a boxer, you know, that was how should I say it? A kickboxer that was really influenced by boxing. Right? It's that check hook that he keeps showing when he's taking that angle, and it's a very boxing technique. See right there, he's stepping out and sort of just looping that lead hand up there. But he's timing it perfectly, right, which is a really great way to take an angle when somebody's giving you a lot of pressure. Right, you step out with that lead hook, especially with a southpaw and a orthodox mirrored stance, open stance. Here, Rhome's doing a lot better when he, beautifully timed. Just knocked him off his feet. He calls that a knockdown. That doesn't really make, I don't know. Doesn't really make sense to call that a knockdown.
Judges won't score that knockdown as effectively as one that was that hurt the opponent, because Neilsen was not hurt by that knockdown, but he was knocked
just
off his feet.
knocked him off his feet.
Heels a bit, backing up, and that's what forced the knockdown. A wild right missing, and they're both tied up in the ropes. Neilsen's the banger of these two, and he's the guy that can do the damage when they're tied up.
These guys are ready to fight. Oh! Beautiful. That's a knockdown. He's pretending like it's not. That's a... Wow. We're going to catch him in slow motion in a second. Just blitzed him. Knocked him off his feet. That was clean. Okay. Rhome. We're going to look up some more of his fights in the future. I love the way that guy moves. He really won me over as the fight went on. That first round, Neilsen. Poor guy. All right, that looping left hook again.
There it is.
Yep. And he's moving his head out, too, as he saw that shot come at him with the counter. Right, Neilsen did good to pull back, but when you pull back like that and you're just leaning on your rear leg, you got nowhere to go anymore. You're kind of stuck in place until you get your balance back in between your feet, for the most part, anyways. So he can't really move because he leaned away instead of using his footwork. So he leaned away, boom. All right, he's kind of stuck on that back foot. He pops off his jab and he ends up landing it, so not bad on him there. But his head is naturally going to be brought back to the same place it was after leaning back. He leaned back like this, right? He pops off his jab. Right, it's hard to do that much, or hard to do movement that takes you off the center line when you're already back like this. So as he comes in to throw that jab, yeah, Rhome's already moving his head outside and lands his cross right behind it. I don't know if he noticed that Neilsen had a habit of leaning back on strikes versus, using his footwork, but could have been a bit fluky. Regardless, that's what happened. Great finish there. Oh, he's pissed off.
Nakaya Neilsen, a game opponent, but not game enough to stay away from a
Good
thundering
job.
right hand.
Wow. It was a great little fight there. The Battle of Atlanta. Did we get any more highlights? Let's flick through quickly.
Fight. I wanted to ask you, it seemed to me that he had you a little hurt in the second round when he caught you with a left hand.
Yeah, that's why I always pray before I fight, because you never know when something like this can happen. This is the first time of my comeback that I haven't been hit directly in my eye. I hope there's nothing wrong with it. But he hit me, he stunned me, but he didn't know it. So what I did, I took the aggressor to him to make him think, reverse the psychology, to make him think that I wasn't hurt. I have to give the credit to God for bringing me back.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Okay, Jerry, listen, I think the big question now,
He was hurt, so he fought more aggressively
I think there were a lot of questions about really
to hopefully get Neilsen to be more reserved.
Well, I think I'm ready, but
makes sense, right? That's really what you should do if you are hurt. You don't want to telegraph the fact that you're hurt, but by being a bit more aggressive, it's definitely not going to show the latter. It's not going to show that you're
I'm gonna listen to Ace.
vulnerable.
He says he want me to wait 3 or 4 fights, maybe fight him in the fall. And
I like Jerry Rhome. He won me over.
Great job.
I like his style, I like his vibe. Okay, guys, make sure you like the video if you like watching these old school kickboxing fights with me. I love watching them, so I appreciate that you guys do it with me too. Yeah, leave a comment if there's any fighters that you want me to look up. I'd really appreciate to see that, and yeah, subscribe to the channel. Anyways, check out some of my technique breakdown videos, some of these old fight commentary ones that I've been doing. Yeah, drills. I got all kinds of martial arts related stuff on the channel, and I'd appreciate it if you watched it. And anyways, we'll see you next time, and have a great evening. Bye.